Ladies and gentlemen, football fans across the nation, can you feel that electric buzz in the air? It's the kind that starts in your fingertips and shoots straight to your heart, the kind that only the NFL can deliver. Here we are on the cusp of Week 13, and while the league's swirling with drama from coast to coast, let's zero in on something that's got that perfect mix of nostalgia, redemption, and straight-up gridiron grit. I'm talking about Tommy DeVito, the Italian stallion quarterback who's traded his Big Apple Blues for New England red, white, and blue, and he's drawing a line in the sand ahead of a primetime clash that feels like destiny. What a story this is, folks. A tale of loyalty tested, old flames flickering, and a Patriots team that's roaring like the dynasty we all remember. Buckle up, we're diving deep into this one, because if there's one thing I love, it's when the past collides with the present in a way that makes you cheer a little louder. First off, let's set the scene right here in Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the chill wind off the Atlantic is whipping through Gillette Stadium like it's got a personal grudge against anyone not wearing a hoodie. The New England Patriots, sitting pretty at 10-2, the best record in the entire NFL, are gearing up for a Sunday night showdown under the lights against the 2-10 New York Giants. Yeah, you heard that right. The Pats haven't lost in 2 full months, winners of 9 straight, and now they've got a chance to hit 11-2 with a bye week on the horizon. But this isn't just any matchup. It's personal for one guy on the sideline, Tommy DeVito, who's making it crystal clear. This one's not personal, but strictly professional. After 2 seasons suiting up for the Giants across the river at MetLife Stadium, the Livingston, New Jersey native is all in on his new home south of the border. "I loved my time there," DeVito said with that signature grin, "but when I was with the Giants, it was, go Big Blue. No, it's go Pats till the wheels fall off. I hope we just go out there and throttle them." Oh man, if you remember the DeVito mania from back in 2023, this hits different. Undrafted out of the University of Illinois, this 6'4", 220-pound gunslinger burst onto the scene like a character straight out of a Scorsese flick, complete with the slicked back hair, the family sauce recipe going viral, and that arm that could thread a needle through a hurricane. He went 3-3 as a starter for New York that year, slinging 1,101 yards, 8 touchdowns, and just 3 picks, turning a backup gig into a pop culture phenomenon. Fans were chanting his name, late-night shows were roasting his pinstripes, and suddenly, every Italian-American grandma in Jersey had a new hero. Fast forward to 2024, though, and the shine faded a bit. He saw spot duty, completing 31 of his passes for 257 yards in 3 games, mostly riding the pine behind a crowded QB room. Then this past summer, boom, the Giants cut him loose, banking on re-snagging him via the practice squad. But fate, or maybe a little bit of that New Jersey hustle, had other plans. Enter the Patriots, fresh off watching him carve up his soon-to-be ex-team in preseason, 17 of 20 for 198 yards and 3 scores in a 42-10 beatdown. Pats fans flooded the lines, "Sign this guy." And just like that, in late August, New England did, bringing DeVito aboard as the emergency third stringer behind rookie sensation Drake May and veteran Jacoby Brissett. Now, 12 games into the season, he's yet to see regular season snaps, but don't sleep on him. In practice, he's the spark, the wild card, the dude who's got head coach Mike Vrabel nodding in approval. Speaking of Vrabel, what a hire that was. The man who turned the Titans into playoff contenders is now molding this Pats squad into something fierce. "These backups, they're leading the scout team drills like pros," Vrabel told reporters just the other day, zeroing in on DeVito and Brissett. "Thursday walkthroughs. We turn them into full-on competitive sims. We don't spoon-feed routes. We say, read the play, extend the drive, handle the blitz. Red zone, open field, covered middle, whatever we throw at them, they're ready to step in and ball out." And that's the beauty of it, folks. DeVito's not just a deep cut on the depth chart. He's got that dual-threat magic. Quick on his feet, deadly with his arm. He's the kind of player who can scramble for 10 yards or hit a seam route for 40. Remember, he thrived under Brian Daboll in New York. And Daboll? He's a McDaniels disciple through and through. Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator who scripted more comebacks than a Hollywood screenwriter, sees a natural fit. DeVito's already talking adaptation, "My work ethic's my edge. I'll grind till it clicks, and when it does, watch out." If May tweaks an ankle or Brissett's arm acts up, and let's be real, stranger things have happened in Foxborough, DeVito could be the hero who turns a route into a route out. Now, let's pump the brakes for a second and zoom out, because this Giants-Pats tilt isn't happening in a vacuum. It's Week 13, prime time on NBC, and the stakes? Sky high for New England. A win here pushes them to 11-2, locks in that first-round bye, and keeps the dream of a deep playoff run alive. The Pats' offense has been humming. Drake May, that Duke product turned rookie phenom, is completing over 65% of his throws, with 2,800 yards, 20 touchdowns, and just 8 picks. Ramondre Stevenson's pounding the rock for 900 yards and 10 scores, while Christian Gonzalez is locking down receivers like it's his job, because it is. Defensively, under Vrabel's watchful eye, they're top 5 against the pass, holding opponents to under 200 yards through the air most weeks. But here's the rub. The Giants, for all their 2-10 woes, have bite. Daniel Jones is scrappy when healthy, their D-line with Dexter Lawrence can disrupt anybody, and yeah, they've got that chip on their shoulder from 07 and 11 Super Bowl glory. This could be a trap game if the Pats aren't locked in. But wait, there's more to this narrative than just one quarterback's homecoming. You can't talk Patriots without tipping the hat to the ghosts of dynasties past. The 6 Super Bowls, the Tom Brady era that turned Gillette into a fortress of fear for opponents. Remember Super Bowl 39? Brady and that crew edging the Eagles 24-21 in Jacksonville, a heartbreaker for Philly that still stings like a fresh turf burn. Or fast forward to III in 2018, the Philly special, Nick Foles wizardry, the underdog Eagles toppling the Pats 41-33 in a confetti storm that proved you don't need to go to win. Sometimes, grit and a trick play will do. The Eagles, by the way, are licking their wounds right now after that brutal 38-20 loss to the Cowboys last weekend, dropping them to 8-3 in the NFC East. Whether you're screaming from the stands, the couch, or that dive bar down the street, let's celebrate this sport we love. Root for the underdog spark, the dynasty grind, the stories that stick. Follow along here for every update, every breakdown, because tomorrow's highlights are today's prep. This is why we live for Sundays. Go Pats, or whoever's got that fire. Until next time, keep the faith, keep the chatter, and remember, in football, loyalty's earned one snap at a time. What a time to be a fan!